In this forest, danger makes no sound. It waits patiently, closing the distance. And striking at exactly the decisive moment. When more than 660 pounds of muscle erupts in a single pounce, very few prey animals have a chance to escape. Now witness some of the most intense tiger hunting moments ever recorded. The mugger crocodile, also known as the marsh crocodile, is one of the most powerful predators in South Asia's freshwater ecosystems, with thick armor-like scales and one of the strongest bite forces in the animal kingdom. It can crush the bones of large prey with ease. But no matter how powerful a predator may be, a moment of carelessness can have deadly consequences. A tiger spots a crocodile basking beside a river and immediately launches an attack.
Oh, team up.
But this opponent is anything but easy. The crocodile reacts instantly, clamping onto the tiger's foreleg. With a bite force of nearly 16,000 newtons, it can inflict devastating damage. When two equally formidable predators collide, the outcome is impossible to predict. Drawing on the strength of its entire body, the big cat uses its weight to overpower the opponent. Claws and teeth repeatedly target the neck.
Yes. Oh.
Eventually, the crocodile is subdued. When prey density is low, encounters at feeding grounds become more frequent and more tense. For a tiger, a single opening is enough to launch an attack. It spots a solitary sloth bear and immediately closes in. A tiger's bite force can reach approximately 1,050 pounds per square inch, turning every bite into a potentially decisive strike. The bear rises onto its hind legs, swinging its claws repeatedly, fighting back fiercely. But the tiger does not engage head-on for long. It gradually forces its opponent back toward the water's edge. The sloth bear is pushed beneath the water, losing its ability to continue resisting. The tiger drags the carcass onto the shore, a victory determined not only by strength, but also by strategy. Not every confrontation is driven by the instinct to hunt. Sometimes, it begins as a competition for survival. Two rulers cannot share the same territory. When apex predators occupy the same space, conflict becomes inevitable. The tiger attacks the leopard without hesitation. If the leopard fails to escape in time, it has almost no chance. The size difference becomes immediately apparent. An adult tiger can weigh between 180 and 250 kilograms, 2 to 3 times heavier than a leopard. Cornered, the leopard rolls onto its back and raises its claws in defense. This is its final stance, the choice made when there is nowhere left to retreat. In confrontations like this, the outcome is often decided long before the fight is over. In natural habitats and grazing areas near forests, tigers can often hunt livestock, such as cattle, with relative ease because of differences in survival instincts. Domestic animals generally lack the awareness and defensive abilities needed to deal with an experienced predator. But when the opponent is a gaur, the largest wild bovine in the world, the situation changes completely. This is no ordinary hunt. An adult gaur can weigh between 800 and 1,000 kilograms, with massive muscles and thick skin that help absorb attacks. Its curved, razor-sharp horns serve as powerful weapons. A single well-placed counterattack can place the predator in serious danger. To become an apex predator, young tigers must learn to hunt from an early age. The mother continuously pressures the prey, forcing it to move and expose weaknesses. Against large prey, like a gaur, targeting the hind legs to break its balance is a key strategy. The cubs quickly join in, learning from every movement while assisting in the hunt. The strategy succeeds. A hard-earned meal, and another lesson in survival. This ultimate solitary predator of the jungle can see in low-light conditions about 6 times better than humans, allowing it to detect prey with ease in the darkness. In the night, it becomes a true phantom, silently approaching and locking onto its target. And when the moment arrives, a lightning-fast pounce is unleashed so quickly that the prey barely realizes what is happening. During the period of raising cubs, a female tiger may require approximately 11 to 15 pounds of meat per day to maintain her strength and support her growing offspring. The pressure of survival makes every hunt more urgent than ever. Using its striped coat to break up its outline and blend effectively into tall grass, the mother tiger quietly closes in. The distance is reduced to less than about 66 feet, the ideal range for delivering a decisive attack. And then the attack erupts. Warning calls ring out, and the entire monkey troop falls into chaos. They quickly scatter and flee, but not all of them are fast enough. One slower individual is caught by sharp teeth, becoming a meal for the predator. Despite being an apex predator, the tiger understands that the Indian wild boar is far from an easy target and is, instead, a highly dangerous opponent. Its danger comes from its extremely stubborn nature and its razor-sharp tusks capable of piercing the thick hide of almost any adversary. Just one well-placed upward thrust from a wild boar can cause devastating injuries, leaving a predator unable to move or vulnerable to fatal infection. For that reason, the tiger must remain patient. It approaches silently, its gaze fixed on the target. The distance gradually closes, one step at a time, creating almost no sound. And then the opportunity arrives. Accelerating to speeds of up to 37 miles per hour within seconds, it charges forward like a storm, leaving no time to react. The full power of its muscles is unleashed in a single pounce. Sharp teeth clamp tightly around the prey's neck like a steel trap. The prey struggles desperately trying to escape. But against this predator, every effort is futile. Unlike many big cats that avoid water, tigers have a unique relationship with this environment. They do not simply tolerate it, they actively use it. They can swim across rivers stretching for several kilometers and even spend hours swimming between territories. This ability allows them to reach prey in places other predators cannot access. Areas near the water's edge are ideal ambush sites, as many animals come there to drink. Completely unaware of the danger, a wild boar approaches the shoreline. The tiger immediately charges and takes control of the prey. An adult wild boar can weigh up to about 150 kilograms and is capable of putting up a fierce fight with its sharp tusks. But against overwhelming strength, the balance gradually shifts toward the predator. The prey eventually can no longer resist. Every hunt you witness today took place in forests that are becoming smaller each year. As habitats disappear, tigers are losing the space they need to hunt, raise their cubs, and survive. Protecting forests means protecting not only tigers, but the entire ecosystem that depends on them. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next journey into the wild.